Good afternoon, flosstube. Welcome to Stitching with My Kitties, episode or flosstube number 10. I'm Patty Penn, and I hope you will get a cup of coffee if it's in the morning, or a cup of tea. If you're from the South, go and get you a sweet iced tea with a straw. I know all about it. I grew up in Concord, North Carolina. And if it's 5 o'clock wherever you are or somewhere in the world, feel free to have an adult beverage. This was probably going to be a fairly lengthy floss tube because I have Needlecraft Corner's 44th anniversary to show you. I have, of course, StitchCon Weekend B recap. Now, I'm not going to insert any videos, number one, because I don't know how to edit. Number two, because I didn't think about taking a video of the brag table or the auction items. So, but I do have so much to share. You know, not only our table gifts, but my haul, of course, the smalls exchange. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And there will be just a tiny bit of quilting. I have a stitchy box that I received from Fat Quarter Shop. I think it's called the Liberty Box. They do those annually for 4th of July. I will share the contents of that, but that'll be at the very end. So if you're not interested, you can shut down and move on to the next wonderful floss tube about cross stitch. StitchCon. I don't know what to say. I am still hyped up about being there, and I've been home a week today. So it was beyond anything I could have imagined. You know, Niecy, Lynn, and I roomed together, and I told her, from the time we meet at the hotel to the time we depart at the airport, we're not going to stop talking. And that's exactly what happened. I mean, fabulous, fabulous. I will show you what she made for table gifts, and then what she made for herself and me, and I'll explain that in a bit. We had our table. No one knew each other when we sat down. We were excuse me, just a minute. Daisy Mae, don't steal that. Excuse me. Daisy Mae was trying to steal a chiffon bag with a needle holder in it because it belongs to me, and she likes to steal all of my stitchy stuff. So she's still looking to get in trouble. I would turn the camera around, but I'm afraid I'll make you dizzy, and I might not get it back around this side. And I can't just reverse the camera because of my, this gadget that I have holding my iPhone. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying. Something about Niecy, Lynn, and I did not stop talking the entire time. Oh yeah, so table 24. None of us knew each other. And it was absolutely, positively the best table there. Hands down. More on that in just a couple minutes also. I want to give a huge shout out to Harry. He figured out how to mirror my back camera so that you see the words showing up on the screen in the correct direction. I even practiced it a couple times this week to make sure I could remember how to do it today when I go to upload the video. And Ann was there too. Now, I know Harry and Ann from Needlecraft Corner up in Baltimore. That's my Baltimore LNS. And they didn't know I was going. I didn't know they were going. We've already decided we're going to adopt them for table 24 next year. We'll have to probably have 2 tables side by side. That's okay. If we can't get the actual table 24, we're just going to take the number off the table, take it to one of the tables that we're going to reserve for ourselves, and switch numbers. Now, of course, that'll probably confuse the keepsake staff, but we'll explain. I think Niecy Lynn is the one that came up with that. Well, we'll just move the numbers. So my other table mates besides Niecy was Christy Berman. She is Salty Stitcher Designs. She's also active duty Coast Guard in command, I think in the southern Mississippi region. I don't recall exactly, but how she does that, I mean, being in command is a huge responsibility, and then manages to make these fabulous charts. I will link her Etsy store below. And I'm going to show you two of the charts that I got from her and what we're going to do with one of them. So we also had Karen from California. She was there alone, and she flew back to Las Vegas because her daughter had a grandson a day or two after she landed. His name is Adrian. I believe she has 2 other grandchildren. I could be wrong. Karen, let me know if I am. And she was a delight, although she really had trouble adjusting the first day and a half from West Coast to East Coast time. Then we had Ashley and Jeanne. That's a daughter-mother team that just moved to, maybe not Memphis, but to Tennessee. So we had a fabulous time and just the most wonderful people. We're already planning to set up Zoom calls. I have a Zoom account, so does Christy, so we won't have any trouble. I'm thinking it might be late July before we get that set up. So let me show, well, first off, let me show the items, or some of the items, not all of them, some of the items that we got from the StitchCon team. And the first one was this fabulous tote bag. And it is huge. It has a zipper. We got the cutest zipper pull. Or you could put it on your scissors. That's a scissor fob. Here's my name tag. We got an orc tray that's just adorable and says Ohio on the front, and I use this quite a bit there. We got a very nice pad with a pin attached. So those are some of the things that we were gifted from the StitchCon people. Speaking of the StitchCon people, Barbara and her entire team did such a fabulous job. I have no idea how they do that for 2 weekends every year. I can't imagine the man hours that were put into it. Barbara's husband Joe drove the Stitchy bus, and yes, Niecy Lynn and I had to ride the Stitchy bus, not once, but twice to keepsakes. The first time, we were there 2 hours, so we missed the first bus back to the convention center, but that's okay, because the Stitchy bus runs once an hour on the hour. So we were there, got lots of stuff. Christy went with us. Barbara's son, I want to say his name is Brennan. I'm not positive. If anyone knows, let me know. It could be Brennan or Brandon. Anyway, he was the cutest thing, and he ran the register in the annex. And oh my gosh, he made it so much fun. If you picked up items in the annex and there was a long line to check out, all you had to do was take it to the whole room, which was right outside the door, give it to the ladies. They would put it in an envelope with your number on it. Then you could go back to the stitching room, continue to stitch, pay for your stuff later. Another nice feature, and Niecy Lynn actually used this, if you needed something, say you needed a skein of floss or anything that they would have at keepsakes that was not in the annex, you simply filled out a slip of paper, and they would go, next time they went to, excuse me, let me get a sip. Next time they went to keepsakes, they brought it back with you brought it back to you on the Stitchy bus. I cannot talk. And please forgive my voice. I came home and got sick last Wednesday, and I'm still not 100%, but I did go to the doctor. I tested myself twice for COVID. Both times it was negative. Dr. Yang does not know what it is. He swabbed my nasal area and sent it off. Hopefully we will have the results tomorrow. Although by then, I should be pretty well on my way to recovery. He put me on antibiotics immediately, and so I am feeling a lot better. Still a little froggish sounding and a little tired, but hey, that's okay. I'm still all excited about StitchCon, and June 25 will not get here soon enough. And I told my friend Stacy, who went to up to Dreama's Needlecraft Corner with me yesterday, she needed to start saving her pennies because I wanted her to go with us next year too. If I keep doing this and everybody else at table 24 keeps doing this, and Harry and Ann, we're going to need 3 or 4 tables. That's okay. The more the merrier. If you want to join us, weekend B. Now, let me show you what next. Let me show you the table gifts. And they were amazing. And again, everybody was so sweet. I can't wait to see everybody on our Zoom. And I'm sorry, I can't remember who gave me this. I think I know, but I don't want to say until I find out for sure. But look at this cute pen pillow. Isn't that beautiful? And I think Ashley found the fabric on Etsy with all the names of the Ohio big cities. And then this cute gingham ball trim to go around the outside. I'm putting this in my dough bowl when I go downstairs. Then I think I know who gave me this too, but I'm not going to say. We got this fabulous little tin, and I had to put some clips in there because I can't stitch without clips. We got these fabulous little needle, cute little scissors, a frog, and a cute needle minder. And Harry gave me a green frog. I think it's in the bottom of the bag that I'm not going to show you today from StitchCon. But I had them both out on the table while I was frogging my the Crowned Heart by Modern Folk Embroidery, because I didn't want to have to frog anymore. So they kind of sort of gave me really good luck. I would have to pull out a couple stitches here and there on the other projects, but that's okay. Nothing like what I had to frog on my whip that I'll show you. Then Niecy Lynn gave us scissors, these little, fold-up scissors with the cutest little bee. Look at that. So I love those. She gave us all a corner gauge. And her youngest granddaughter, Aria, helped her make these and decorate them. And I used it at StitchCon. I had to, thank goodness, Niecy Lynn to the rescue. And a fabulous little book for note-taking and everything. And I love it because it's gridded. Now, it had a pen with a string attached. I've lost the pen. I don't know how I did it. Don't ask me. That's just the way it was. And then she made 2 of these. One for her and one for me. And it is the decorated jewel case. And of course she made it pink because, that's my favorite color. And I just love this. And I had, when I was stitching on a finish that I'm going to show you, I had my flosses up here, and it's just adorable. And so what we want to do is do the StitchCon logo here on the front, and then I'll send mine to her, and she'll send hers to me, and then we'll have each other's cross stitch. So I'm so excited about that. That'll be fun. Of course, you know, it might be next June before I can stitch it, since I'm typically a monogamous stitcher, and I don't know how long it's going to take me to finish up the 270 by 270 crowned heart. Lastly, at our table, the last table gift I will show you are some floss drops from Christy, the Salty Stitcher Designs. Aren't they cute? And then on the back is her QR code. So I'm going to hold it here for a moment, hoping I can be still to let you get a screenshot or get out your camera and take a picture. And I will also try to remember to link Salty Stitcher Designs underneath this video. I did get 2 of Christy's charts. The first one is Abstract Christmas Tree, and I love it. I think that's the cutest thing. I don't know if I'll do it on really high count, even weave and make a little ornament, or if I'll make it into a pillow, or maybe both. I don't know yet, but I love that one. And we also got, all of us at the table, all 5 of us, plus Christy made the 6. We the people. And we decided, like the second day, so that would have been Friday, that our table would do a stitch along that we will post on Instagram and stitch this all together. And I think we will probably start at Labor Day. I don't think we all can get regrouped soon enough to start it on July the 4th. Labor Day will be fine. The nice thing is, if you are an Ada stitcher, she has 2 different charts for the words right here. For Ada stitchers, it's charted in back stitch. And for even weave or linen stitchers, you can stitch it 1/1. Or if you don't like stitching 1/1, of course you can do the back stitch too. I think I'm going to stitch mine on 32 count because I do want to do the 1/1, and I know that I can't do it on 36 count. It just doesn't, I'm just not good enough on 36 or 40 to do it 1/1. It seems to be a little thick, plus I don't see as well. So I contacted several people. Oh, hello, Daisy Mae. Excuse me, she shook the table. I contacted several people at Fabric Flair. Everybody knows Fabric Flair is my favorite fabric company. Not only do they have fabulous fabrics, but they are so wonderful to work with. I mean, I'm just a consumer. I'm nobody. But they treat everybody like you're their most valuable customer. So I can't say enough about them. So anyway, I had ordered, I think it was new, they had confetti. In fact, let me just show it to you now. They have this confetti. This is 36 count, even weave. And I thought that was the prettiest fabric, because I had seen it before in 14 count Ada. So I contacted them and I said, could you do a muted red and blue on a white background for Americana or July 4th stitching? And I sent them a link to Christy's pattern so that they could see what we wanted to stitch. The very next day, they sent me a mock-up of what they would like, what they proposed to do, with the caveat, let us know what we need to change. Who does that? So I sent it to everybody from Table 24, and everybody, texting me back, beautiful, can't wait, blah, blah, blah. Well, the nice thing about Fabric Flair, and I hope not only if you want to join us, but if you like stitching Americana, they have Ada, 14 count, and I think 16 count, but I'm not positive. They have even weave, 32 and 30, 28, 32, 28, 32, 36, and up to 40 count linen. So they have a fabric for anybody who stitches. So I'm hoping that maybe, I don't know if my next floss tube, which will be in 2 weeks, today is June the 23rd. So I think that would be July the 7th. I don't know if I'll have the fabric by then, but hopefully by the next, which would be July the 21st, maybe I'll have it. Because I would really love for everybody to join us, get the chart from Christie's Etsy shop, get the fabric from Fabric Flair. Of course, I'll link them below too. So think about it. I'm so psyched. Then we had the Smalls Exchange. And you know how I love Quakers. Absolutely love my Quakers. I got the one Quaker from Primrose Cottage Stitches that I did not have the pattern for. A lady by the name of Patricia stitched this, and interestingly enough, she won my Smalls Exchange, you know, the Velvet Bunny Carrot by Stacy Nash. She won mine. She was Patricia, I'm Patty. Coincidence, but that's pretty cool. So next I would like to go over everything that I got yesterday at Dreama's for her 44th. I kept saying 44th anniversary. Okay. I got the cutest little, I had seen these. This is a little paper orc tray, and it just folds up like magic. Toss it in your little jewelry case, toss it in your bag, whatever. And then when you get wherever you're going, just pop it up, and there you go. I love it. I think it's adorable. And of course, Americana, what can I say? And then I forget who gave me this also. A beautiful crown needle threader. It's got a big one and a little one. Can you see? Yep, there you go. And then it's got magnet on the back so that you can just put it and not lose it. I think that's great. Then we got some goodies from Needlecraft Corner. I think Anne made these. I'm not 100% positive, but I think it was Anne. That's got a really bad glare on it. I'm sorry. I forgot to turn off the overhead light here. And then on the back, 44th anniversary. And then, of course, it had Boston Harbor tea. So that is cute, cute, cute. Then we got these little notepads, and it says, you know, link. It says, hi there, keep looking. Then it says, no, not here, keep looking. And I did. And I got the prize to pick out one cordage garden thread that I would like to have. So I got lambskin. Cottage garden threads, I think their 30% off flosses is still going on. I think it goes on for another week. I'll try to remember to link that too and put a note. And they're located in Australia. So I ordered probably 8 or 10 different colors. I ordered 2 skeins each so that I would have enough for whatever I chose. And lambskin, excuse me, I keep saying lambskin. It's lambkin, Lambkin. I have 2 of those on order, so that'll be a 3rd one. We also played bingo, and it was the cutest thing because it was pictures. It wasn't, you know, B1, B2, G, whatever. It was all Americana pictures. So I won a hot pad holder or a hot pot holder. And I won, you know, those little Kleenex packets that you put in your purse. I won one of those, but it wasn't tissue. When you open it up, it was napkins that immediately went into my purse because I'm always needing a napkin when I'm in the car. I don't know why. Don't ask. Then we got another fabulous little notepad holder. And this, we played a trivia game. And, oh, you can't see. So we had to write down answers to different questions that Dreama asked. Needless to say, I didn't come close to winning. And then lastly, you know how I love Stitches by Ethel. And Ethel was there. I got to give her a hug. It was so good seeing you, Ethel. Keep up the good work. Go to StitchCon with us next year, Weekend B. And then this we got. Are those cute? Well, I have a 4th of July tree. It's red, white, and blue little twinkle lights. And I have the 12 Americana or 4th of July cookie cutter ornaments from Fat Quarter Shop. I think it was released last year. And you put them in tins also. So I want to get these 3 stitched up so I can get them on my Americana tree. Now, if it doesn't, it's not going to happen before July the 4th. And that gives me time to get the blue spray paint to spray these tins. And we got floss stripes with the birdies and the quilt, and on the back, oh, that's upside down. Okay, floss brand color, floss number. I'm so excited. And I've started using floss drops, so these will be put to great use. Okay, now I got the Land of Liberty mystery box. Actually, it's called Land of Liberty Stitchy Mystery Box. And that is from Scarlet Sky Designs, Texas. And I have gotten at least one, I think 2 other mystery boxes from her. And I can't show you our extra chart, but it's really cute. It says 1776 and has some, not garland, but swags maybe is what you would call it. Then we got, and I didn't take this out of the plastic. I'm going to apologize because everything else is out of the plastic except for one other thing. But we got Hands On Designs, Kathy Haberman, Liberty Pennies, and all of the flosses, all the call fors. Now, I think I'm going to make this into a pillow and put a few of my Americana pins in it. That's what I'm thinking. Then, look at this. Look at all the goodies. Some cork buttons, some shiny stars. There's a couple of stickers for your cross-stitch journal. Then we got a, let me open this up. I'm sorry. I should have already taken it out of the plastic. I don't know what's going on with me. Look at this. Another corner gauge for 1.5, 2, and 2.5. And then I think the whole overall thing would be 3. Let me see. Yes. No, the overall looks like about 3.5. But you got 1.5, 2, and 2.5. And then, this is so cute, the Americana heart. With it has a ruler, 1 through 3 inches, and then so that you can match the holes up on your fabric and figure out what count fabric you have. Then we got the cutest little needle minder that is a present with a firecracker explosion on the top. We got another, this is cute. I'm going to take it out of the package. I'll go back and take the other out of the package too. We got a needle minder, and again with the needle threader, so that will come into great use. Let me continue here. I do apologize. We also got some popcorn in the box, but it didn't make it upstairs. There's the package. That's cute. Then we got a needle, a bell pull, not a bell pull, a zipper pull, or a scissor fob, either one. And you know, I love my sparkly stuff, especially for July 4th. We got another zipper pull or scissor fob. Beautiful star. Then we got some floss drops, and you know, I'm just starting to use them, and I'm loving them. Look at these stars. Red, white, and blue. Gorgeous or what? Then we got a candle melt. American pie. Yum. I really would like to eat it, but probably not. It's wax. A great American flag pin. Candy. Now, this actually did make it up here. I did not open it up, I promise. And, I mean, this stuff goes on and on and on. A fabulous, fabulous pair of snips. Stork snips. And I don't have any in gold, so that is wonderful, because I put my little snips everywhere. We have another little either zipper pull or key fob. Red, white, and blue. Sparkly. Then, I'm almost positive. Let me look. I think this is from, let me just look before I say it. Where did I put my, okay, here it is. Sorry, hang on just a minute, because I want to give the right person credit. Well, where did I put it? I thought, oh. Okay. The mason jar with star hanging charms and star tag finishing boards. But it doesn't say who made them. So, I apologize. I don't know who it is, but isn't that fabulous? 3D stars, a little board with stars, and then the jar, the mason jar. So, I might have to go back. You know, I said I thought I would make my Liberty pennies into a pillow. But now that I look again at that mason jar, I may have to go back and do it differently. And then let me see if I have anything. I don't have anything really to show. Then this is a floss holder, you know, silvery shiny. And then there's like a map of the United States here, a star, a package, another star, and a popsicle. And I think that's the cutest. Shelby just has the best stuff in her boxes. And finally, not last though, is this cute bag. This cute zipper bag. You know, one of my zipper pulls may have to go on here. Is that wonderful or what? And that is made by Primitives by Kathy. I'm not familiar with her. I'm going to have to look her up. So let me get all this stuff put back in here. Excuse the crinkle, because this was the tissue paper that covered everything. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And Shelby was so nice. I accidentally ordered 2 of the Stitchy boxes. And I emailed her, or I sent her a message on Etsy, and I said, you know, I accidentally bought 2. Is there any way I can just get 1? And if not, I'll give it away to a friend. And she immediately let me know, oh, no, don't worry. I'll just send 1. And so she did. So as I try to get my area cleaned up here a little bit so we can continue on, let me show you the rest of my fabric hauls. This is the Fiberlicious 40 count Verdal. This was this month's fabric, and it's Rose Taupe. And that's showing pretty close to real life color. This will be my last month in Fiberlicious and my last month in Mystic Fibers, because I found out that Brandy at Bestitch Me now is dyeing 40 count Verdal. So I signed up for her monthly fabric of the month, and I did neutrals this time because I've always done color, but this time I opted for neutrals. And I got this at Keepsakes, and it's 40 count Verdal Gray Magic. That might be showing up slightly lighter, but not much. I'm getting some really good colors today. Then from Fabric Flair, I can't remember what this is called. Probably something like confetti hearts or something like that. Not sure what I'll stitch on it, but I think that would just be a cute little thing for Valentine's, some little pillows or something. Then I got, and all of this is 36 count. Then I got a fat half of Sleeping Beauty Mist. And I don't know what I will do with this. Of course, I never do. But I think that is so pretty. It's going to be fabulous for something. Then Niecy Lynn and I both picked up at Keepsakes the Spring Green Pears by Annie B's Folk Art. And now I want the other also, the red pear and the blue pear. Niecy Lynn got the linen. But we weren't sure which floss we would use. I had never heard of Almond M&M Studio. They dye silks, and they had a trunk show there at in the annex at StitchCon, and we really didn't know. They didn't have any even weave, so it's stitched on 36 count agave linen from Zweigart. I do have this green 36 count from Fiber on a Whim. That's seafoam green. I'm not sure. I'm going to look to see if they have something just a little bit closer to the agave. If not, I think the darker of the two may work. So any thoughts, please leave me a comment. I totally appreciate them. Okay, now let me show you the rest of my haul from Keepsakes and the Annex, plus some of my monthly or quarterly patterns that I get, etc. So, from StitchCon in the Annex, Poutini had an entire bowl of their cute little pins. So, I got 4 sets because I think I know what I'll do with this one. I'm going to try to keep it out to remind myself to tell you what I'm going to do with it. Cute bunny, butterflies, ladybug, everything. Cute, cute, cute. Then, of course, sewing. And I think I know what I may do with these, so let me hold those out to see what you think. Then, Christmas, a cardinal, of course, holly, and a Christmas tree. And then a different Christmas tree, a snowflake, more holly, an elf's hat, peppermint cane. So I got those. I got my monthly weigh-in from Stitching with the Housewives. And that's August. I think that may be the last month. I think it started in September last year, but I'm not positive. And then I had already gotten one of the seasonal couriers by Robin Pickens. Oh, and I noticed on Instagram, if you follow Robin, she has set up a different Instagram account for her cross stitch. And I do believe she said there may be a little knitting and punch needle and maybe wool applique, but I'm not positive. But she did split that off from her quilting. So this is Robin Spring. This is Blue Jay Summer. And then I'm missing the fall one. I believe that's still on back order. I picked those up at Dreamer's yesterday because I had asked her to get them for me. The first one that I got was a PDF download. Then this was on half off at Dreamer's yesterday. And it's Poutini Gardening. And it came with the pins. So I don't have the pins out. I left them in the bag. Sorry. Then, of course, I got my stitch cards. Be in my bonnet. Oh, what is her name? Well, y'all know who I'm talking about. This is set U. They're going through set Z, and then I think there won't be any more. But they're really cute. And would you believe I have these and have not yet stitched a single one, but it's coming. Then my houses, a Fabulous House series. This is number 7. This is House Barn by Cottage Garden. And so I haven't started this series either. I think I may do them on a high count and make them into pillows rather than framing them. Then remember I said I had something that I thought I would use with these Poutini pins? The Leaf Flag by Bent Creek. And you know I love my squirrels. Wouldn't that be cute in a pillow with these on it? So that's what I have in mind for those. Then I got by Jeanette Douglas. I went crazy over Jeanette Douglas stuff in the annex. I mean, crazy. I think I bought almost everything on the table that I didn't have in my stash. So this is Chubby Bird. I think it's from 2 years ago. Chubby Bird. Then Chubby Bee. And I already have Chubby Bunny. I think this is this year's. I think Chubby Bunny was last year. Well, I got an idea at StitchCon because now I think I want to stitch everything that I see that's bees. And you know, Primrose Cottage Stitches has a lot of bee stuff. So they have, Fabric Flair now has Berkshire Hive fabric. And I'll show it to you. I have a finish on that fabric. It's on 14 count Aida. I'm going to order, and I think I'll order either a fat half or maybe a full yard in 36 count. I love that fabric. And the idea of doing all my bee charts on that is just, I think that's cute. Okay, from Rami's Creations, I got the My Favorite Pet Biscornu. And of course, you know, I'm going to do kitties. But I might do dogs because we've always had a dog too. Up until about 1.5 years when we lost our last Shih Tzu. And I've talked about Winifred before. Then I got Christmas Needlebook. And 4th of July Needlebook. I also picked up a Honey of a Tiny Town. You know, this is Hands-On Designs. And Cecilia was there. Was it Friday or Saturday? I didn't get to talk to her, but I did see her. So, I love this. And I think I will do it into a drum. Then, Erica Michaels has a 4-part series, The Berries of Christmas. At Keepsakes, they had 9 of the 12. So, they're ordering me the last 3, 10, 11, 12. But this is days 1 through 3, days 4, 5, 6, days 7, 8, 9. And look at those pins and everything on top. So I might have to get me some more pins or make them. That would be cute. I should make them since I can. Okay. I need to stitch this immediately and put it prominently where I will see it every single day. It's by Lucy Beam, Love and Stitches, and the title's Immortal. Buy and cross stitch like I'm immortal. And that is so true for me in the year 2024. I just, yeah, this is me. I also got my July word swap by Stitching with the Housewives, which is Liberty. And I saw Kimberly had this stitched or almost finished, and I love it. I think that's great. And wouldn't that be cute on that red and blue confetti on white from Fabric Flare? I can't wait to get that in my hands. And then another Erica Michaels, my Needleberries. Madame Chantilly, Celebration of the Bees. And this is pretty large. It is, I thought I saw must have been on the inside. So I don't know. Then I got this from Fat Quarter Shop for Niecy Lynn and me. And because I was going to teach her how to do diagonal stitches. You know, because I look at it, I'm going up the stairs or down the stairs. Well, we got so busy, she just had to take it home. We might have to do a Zoom for me to help her. But Stitching with Friends. And this is Little Stitch Girl. So I got a pattern for her and a pattern for me. So we will do that eventually. Then Niecy Lynn knows how much I love bunnies, and she saw this at Keepsakes. And a special delivery by Brenda Gervais with a needle and thread. So, of course, I had to have it. And then by the Blue Flower. I had been looking at these and had not picked them up. I think they're both March releases at Market this year by Janine McGowan of the Blue Flower. And in praise of Paul... Whoops, excuse me. Let me get down and get it. I apologize for the interruption. Trying not to hit the camera. In praise of pollinators. And bees in the greenhouse. And I got this specifically because I love this finishing. So I want to tackle that. I got an Ink Circles 3 Little Kitties. I got Liberty Games by Erica Michaels. Not sure when I'll start this, but again, I can see it done on that red, white, and blue confetti that I want to get from Fabric Flare, and then maybe just tea dye it to stain it a little bit. I got Hands-On Designs, A Harmony in Autumn. And Honeybee Quaker by Primrose Cottage Stitches. You know what I'm going to do with this. Pansy Patch and Stitchery. Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery. Beekeeper House. I love her houses. I might have a whole series. I can't remember. But it's, I really like what she does. Plum Street Samplers, Hello Spring. And guess what? It's got a bunny. This might be pretty on that confetti that I showed you earlier in the video. That pastel confetti. And then from Jeanette Douglas, I got Stitch Tray Set. I got my stitching box. Now, I did not get any of the boxes. I think my husband should be able to make that for me. Pins and needles. Again, I didn't get the boxes. Vintage grapes. Now, I have vintage animals and maybe vintage autumn. I don't remember. I had not seen this one. I think it's beautiful. So, I picked that up. Then 2 more things from Bent Creek. Kitty Cat Row. And Glory. I'm a member of the Tiny Modernist Patreon group. This was, I think, June's pattern. Look at that cute kitty. Isn't she adorable? Then at Keepsakes by Sue Hillis. I love her designs also. For Santa's Friends. I think she has 3 of these in the series. I'm not positive, but this is number 2, I think. So yeah, 2nd annual. And it comes, let me see if I can flip this out without showing the pattern. I can't, but it comes with a little birdhouse charm. Then I picked up on the free table. Niecy Lynn picked this up for both of us, Ghoul Talk. And then I got from Praiseworthy Stitches, I didn't have this one, Simple Gifts, Thanks, another Quaker. Also from the free table, Niecy Lynn and I both picked up one of these. It's by Michelle Ink Designs, Kindred Spirits. And it's got some specialty stitches in there. Some hardanger and other stitches. So that should be fun. And I believe these are, they're not, Algerian eyelets, I think. And I need to learn how to do that. Also on the free table from Twin Peak Primitives is Peacock Sampler. In the annex, I picked up a couple of Erin Elizabeth. I wanted the bee Scornu. They had it there. I might have to order the pins. I can't remember if I have any bee pins or not. And Bee Farm. So that's cute. I don't think I will order and paint this. I think is it paisleys and polka dots? It doesn't say here. I'm sure it's in the pattern. But I don't enjoy painting things. So I'll probably opt for a different finish. Then also from Jeanette Douglas, European Christmas. Now I already have the box for my garden pillows. And I got the complete kit. I got the finishing pack and the fibers. So I don't know. I hope I could get this started before Christmas this year, but we'll just have to wait and see. It's just gonna depend. Now I also saw this is another Sue Hillis design at Keepsakes. They had the individual ornaments. I like it in the bell pull or the elongated framed piece, but the individual charts are what really drew me to it. So that's the first 6, and then there's the last 6, I think. Then I've been seeing a lot of people do this on Instagram, and I think it's beautiful. I had never heard of this designer. It's Works by ABC, and it's called 324. So I just love that gradation. Then just a couple more. I promise we'll get on to whips, a full finish, and then I'll shut down. From Elizabeth Needlework Designs. Again, I found this tucked away in a corner at Keepsakes. It's Antique Beasts and Birds. So I had to get that. I may not do it in red. I think it would be pretty done in blue, or maybe one of the cottage garden threads that I've ordered. So we'll see what I end up with. And then they had a display at the back of the room in the stitch room at StitchCon, and it was a garden scene. And Sue Hillis made a cross-stitch chart out of that design. And here it is. And if you follow me on Instagram, I think I posted some pictures of table 24, all of us sitting there together. So, of course, you know, I had to have that. So that is my haul, and that's a big haul. And I apologize that it took a little while, but I hope I enabled some of you, or a lot of you. Okay, my one whip is, well, that's interesting. I put it on a board, put it on backwards. I'm trying to show you the back of my work rather than the front of my work. And I'm sorry, the back of my work is just a hot mess, like that sign I held up when Niecy Lynn and I did our little quick floss tube video from StitchCon. We didn't practice. We did not say what we're going to talk about, nothing. She just turned on the camera and we started talking, answered, you know, finished each other's sentences. You know, perfect. Okay, this is the Crowned Heart, a wedding sampler by Modern Folk Embroidery. I had this done, and then all the way over here, I had this diagonal. I had gotten it all off. Nothing would work, so I frogged it out to here. This had not been put in. I decided that I would put in the motifs and count to make sure that this diagonal was correct, then put in the next diagonal, make sure it was correct, put in this motif. I'll go to these motifs next, and then, and I still have one outside line to do, and then start up the next diagonal, and again, do the little motifs as I go so that I have plenty of places to check to make sure that I am on the right count. And I think that's really going to help me. Excuse me, I have to get up and reach for something. Yeah, you should see my table. Oh, I don't want you to see my table because it's a wreck. It's a wreck. I have one FFO that I finished at StitchCon, started and finished. And this is my sew bag. It's the mesh bag. The chart is from Shepherd's Bush, which I'll be getting to visit Shepherd's Bush this fall. I'm going to Stitch West in the fall in Salt Lake City, and Kathy Haberman is going to be the guest designer. So that will be fabulous. The bags are actually by It's So Emma. They have probably maybe 10 different colors in both sizes, the big and the small. So I've finished that. Now I do have to go back and correct one thing. I fill this in. I thought I had the right color. This has a green tint to it, and it's supposed to be gray. So I'll just pull that out and stitch that back in real quick. It won't take long. And these bags are really, I thought I might have trouble since you kind of have to reach in and everything. I didn't have any trouble, and I didn't have any trouble centering it either. And I think it's because the holes are so big. And you actually stitch with number 5 pearl cotton. Most of it is DMC, but there are 2 Weeks Dye Works that are number 5 pearl. So that's the chart for sew. And my buttons are still on back order at Dreama's Needlecraft Corner. And then, of course, I saw this one. I had to pick it up, Buzz. I thought I was going to do it on blue, but now I wonder if I want to do it on that mustard color. I don't think they have a light yellow, but I think they might have a mustard color. So that might even be cuter. Let's look again, because that's going to be dark enough. So I just have to get the pins. And I did have Dreama order me 2 blue bags, but I might change, or I might just have her add a yellow bag too. Then, Niecy Lynn and I both got these. They are the red mesh bags. They're the big size. And we're going to stitch this on the front this on the front, but of course we'll change that to a 4. But isn't that the cutest thing? Oh my gosh. And then for our jewelry cases that Niecy Lynn made us, we'll just do 2024 StitchCon, just the wording. Then I've got 2 more bags. I picked this up at Dreamer's last month. It's the Shepherd's Bush, and it's spring. And I'm going to do it on this bag. It's the big one. And I have the buttons in here. Let me pull them out real quick and show them to you because they're really cute. It's also got some floss that I needed. But a bird and 2 flowers and several little bees and a bunny rabbit. So this is Shepherd's Bush from just another button company. So I just need to get the rest of my buttons. Then I have a finish. This was this quarter's Stitch Quarterly from Fat Quarter Shop. I started this at StitchCon and finished it earlier this week. I don't remember. I may have shown you this last floss tube. So there's the chart. I think Niecy Lynn wants to stitch this after me. And let me see if I can. Yes. So that's what the beehive. I think it's Berkshire Hive fabric, and this is the 14 count. So a lot of my bee things are going to be stitched on, and of course the cute mesh bags. I didn't like the mesh bags when they first came out. Now I can't get enough of them. Now those I can't make, but I got to get back to making bags too, project bags, the 14 by 14 size with the vinyl cover, because Judy, hey Judy, I forgot to give you a shout out earlier, could probably use a new one, and Niecy Lynn, and I need one. I know I've got all these mesh bags and I'm still saying, but anyway. Then 2 more things. Or actually, 2 more things. Excuse me. I did get a new needle minder at Dreamer's yesterday at Needlecraft Corner. And this is All American by Primrose Cottage. Love it. And that's the last of the cross stitch stuff. I will show you my other gifts that I got at StitchCon in 2 weeks. Simply because I just don't want to make, this video is already slightly over an hour. So if you don't want to see my Liberty Box contents, or if you haven't gotten yours, feel free to shut down. Please subscribe and like my video. I'm really trying to grow my channel, and I hope to see you in next week. Quilters, stay tuned. Here we go. First off, it came in this cute box. Well, that's upside down. Is that right side up? Yeah, fat quarter. Okay. We got a, I don't use these, so I may give this away. But let me see if I can get it out of the plastic here. Sorry, I forgot it was in the plastic. But it's you put it on your ruler, and it has the suction cup, and then it holds your ruler. I've got a ruler right here. Let me see if I can show you. In case you've never seen. This one's nice because it does have a suction cup that suctions down. Well, I said it did. Okay, can't get it to work. Never mind. Anyway, so we got that in blue with stars. Cute. Then we got a half square triangles on a roll, and these are 3-inch finished. We got a hanger for the quilt, and I don't want to take it out of the package because it's got the little screws in there. We got a kitchen towel. We got this cute quilt pattern and the fabric that goes with it to include the panel. I'm not going to unfold it all the way. I don't know why everything's upside down for me today, but this is going to be wonderful. I can't wait to get it started. And I have a fabulous long armor, about 20 minutes from here, maybe 25 minutes. I will take it to her to quilt for me, and then I will then sew the binding in. Or I could, now I have the ability to quilt sections on either one of my embroidery machines. I have the Icon, the Floss Icon, and the Floss Icon 2. Kimberbell has quilting in the hoop designs, and she has a clear blue tiles, and they just came out with some larger quilting designs. I don't know if I will do that or not. I'm still learning, so we'll see. If I get it finished one day, I'll be sure to show you. Other than that, I think I've talked long enough, and I cannot thank you enough for joining me today, for liking the video, for subscribing, and I just hope you have a fabulous 2 weeks and a happy and safe 4th of July. For those of you under the heat dome, I think that's what they're calling it, Northern Virginia is part of that. Please stay in, stay hydrated. If you go out, put on your sunscreen, wear a hat, check on your neighbors, check on family members that may be elderly, and have a fabulous 2 weeks. See you later. Bye.